to you by Shawn Porter Promotions.
I heard the movie was gay and stupid, but I heard that the show at Sphere was awesome. You agree on both? Okay, I heard the right. Okay.
I watched it as a kid. I didn't think gay.
No. The remake that they did, or Wicked.
Oh, okay,
that
I'm like,
Wicked.
they made a remake of Wizard of Oz?
No, my bad.
Okay.
So the Wicked play.
Oh, no.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we've been kicking it, but you ain't. You good. You good. You all the way good. Hey, yo, our guy back, and with two T's. Where you been, big dog?
What was I doing last week? I don't know, something, man.
You went fishing or something?
No, man. I was doing something here.
You went to the club? You was at a snowball fight? What the hell did you do?
My cousin, they in town. They were getting around. They've been all over the city. I went out with them last night, but I'm chilling today.
Hold on, what's going out? What'd you do going out?
So they in town to kick it. And my cousin older than me.
Yeah,
they in town to kick it, and I'm like, well, we can do dinner.
Right.
We get older, Sean. So we went over to Power Station. They did dinner. Then they like, hey, we're gonna do a strip club, cigar bar. So we hit up Sean King. He got two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Tap and Ash and one in Henderson.
Yeah.
So they went over to his spot, and I'm like, I'm going home. It's 10 o'clock. I don't know. What's your bedtime?
Bruh, I've been at this space of probably about 27 or 28.
Yeah.
I'll get you in.
Yeah.
Then I'm gone.
That's exactly what happened. My brother set him up. I said, I'm going home.
Yeah, I'll get you in and then I'm gone. Hey, yo, I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah.
Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Happy to have my guy Antt with two T's in the building. We did a Zoom interview with Moses Itauma. Sean and I, we held it down. B-side, what's cracking?
What's going on? Yes, the jacket is incredible. I know.
If only Antt came in with some purple on, that would have been crazy.
No, that's okay.
Joseph Osama look like he's from Cleveland.
Who looks like he's from Cleveland?
How?
He just looked like a nigga from Cleveland.
He look like a from Cleveland.
Watch, just look at him. Look at him. And you can say it too.
Put it back up.
No. You can think in your head, he looked like an N-word from Cleveland. Go ahead and think that, okay?
Let me
put it back up. Put the Moses Itauma. Put the picture
Can't tell me
Moses back up.
You see what I see? You see an N-word from Cleveland? Do you see an N-word from Cleveland?
I see.
Do you see it?
I don't.
It's either yes or no.
No. I don't see that particular dialect of black man.
Okay. He cleaned it all the way up. Cleaned it all the way up.
I see a silent killer, though.
Oh, man.
100%.
I see a silent killer, though.
He's going to be a problem.
Well, listen, man, we did 20 minutes with him. That's going to be on the back side of this.
Okay.
On the front side, of course, Vergil Ortiz laid it down. I mean, we'll get into it. Not a lot to really, dissect or analyze. I did honorable mentions to the undercard. I want you to go through it real quick. Amari Jones got another knockout.
So Amari knocks him out in 3, his Golden Boy debut. He's a guy at 23 now who has his whole promotional situation situated. He's with Rick Mirigan, the manager of guys like Jose Ramirez, Vergil Ortiz, and now he's promoted by Golden Boy. So he's got that all figured out. I've covered Amari for years since he was a teenager, coming up with Devin Haney and Bill Haney. And I'll be real, I thought last night the power looked good, but he was sloppy. And Amari's a guy, 15-0 now, 13 knockouts, good size, 6 foot tall, middleweight. He's always shown me a really good jab that he didn't really show last night. The positives were he really was punching with bad intentions, almost too bad intentions. And then the power looked good. He has power and he has good size in the weight class.
For sure.
But in sparring over the years, I always saw more skill from him, and I didn't really see that last night. But he did get the knockout in 3 rounds. So.
You got Golden Boy. You got, you're on the undercard of a big fight. And, sometimes some of those things kind of just, they're not overwhelming, but you end up performing a little outside of your zone. So hopefully this being his first fight with Golden Boy, all that kind of stuff is out of the way now, and he can get back to, he's a systematic fighter, would you say?
Yeah, he's got tools. He didn't show them all last night.
Yeah.
But good jab, good puncher, good size. Just want to see him use that excellent jab I've seen him in sparring over the years and do his thing. But
jab sets up everything. Did you check Joshua Edwards out?
He looked good.
Yeah.
The only thing is, eventually we got to see what he looks like with something coming back at his head.
Yeah.
But he is maybe the mid-size heavyweights are taking back over. Because Usyk is the champion. He's just under 6'4". Itauma's the best young heavyweight. He's 6'4". Our best heavyweights out of the United States. So Richard
6'1".
Torres, he's only 6'1",
Yeah.
and Josh is 6'3".
Right.
So maybe it's a dawn of the mid-size heavyweight coming back to take it over, but he has that thing that mid-size heavyweights have. He's fluid. He can fight with his lead hand down and have some good looks. I just got to see what on defense does it look good.
Right.
Because on offense, the only thing he's going to have to be a guy, I think, at heavyweight that hurts you in between punches because Voris was able to hold up pretty good to everything off the lead. But he showed me some good hand speed.
It's almost like what you're saying is, because you might not know, the punches that you see coming, it's like we always say, it's the ones that you don't see are the ones that really had that stunning effect. And it's like punching in between his punches. Well, I see all that coming at me, but what about when I'm throwing this and I'm coming back? That timing on that. He's got speed, but do you think he has both precision and power to really stun off of that kind of, that kind of rhythm?
I saw glimpses the few times Voris would throw something, a good amount of speed and a good ability to punch in between. And again, I think that's where he could hurt you. But he's not that big and he's not super heavy-handed, so he's not going to club you into submission off the lead. He's going to have to use his speed and his fluidity against bigger guys and be successful with that.
I really want to see if his body is going to develop, he's going to develop more muscle, or if he's just going to naturally get bigger. And, when you get a strength and conditioning coach behind you that knows how to build power, build muscle, not lose the speed, not lose the fluidity and things like that, that's how you become a complete professional heavyweight. Someone like Moses Itauma, who's just gifted with all of it, it's just going to grow on him, but someone like Edwards, who has this elite amateur background, boxes with more speed than power, not so much heavy-handed, I think he intentionally is going to have to build power. And I think that, hopefully if he's able to start doing that in the next year or two, we should see a big difference in him.
He's a legit prospect. Is he the next this or that? I don't know about all that.
I agree.
But is he a legitimate prospect in the heavyweight division? Yeah, he is.
What you guys talk about the heavyweight division, this is a perfect opportunity, kind of like when Roy went up. This is a perfect opportunity for David to go up. Benavidez, I know he wants to go there. Because at this point, I told Sean, you're not a welterweight, middleweight fighter.
Right.
You're a 4-division fighter.
Right.
That's what the sport of boxing.
Right.
That's what Terence Crawford just did.
Right.
Is it a way for Dave Benavidez to get one of these guys and steal a belt and get the hell out of there?
Heavyweight?
Because don't go from disputed. Sneak one in like Roy did.
I love Benavidez, but I'm not even convinced he beats Opataya at cruiserweight. His power has plateaued a little bit as a light heavyweight. And
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Roy just was special.
But Jim Lampley has always brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Lampley knows more than me.
So Roy was just special when he did it.
Yeah, Roy is Roy.
Okay.
And like you said, it was great timing when
That's what
he did
I'm
against
thinking.
John Ruiz.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go get one. Roy didn't keep going.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You go get one.
Yeah,
get out of there.
Yeah.
Like who's the sacrificial lamb? I want to throw a guy out there, but I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna let you do it.
What if Wardley picks up it?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And go beat him. I want to say Torres, but I won't say it.
Don't say that. We had Worley on here last week.
I know, that's why he said it.
Yeah.
He let him say it.
Yeah.
You think Benavidez could beat Wardley? This is absurd, but hey, we're here.
I mean, who could he beat?
I just don't think it.
I'm trying to think of somebody that could steal one, that he could steal it.
Right.
That's how sport of boxing goes.
But here's the funny thing about this conversation, and it's a great segue into this conversation, because the bottom line is David Benavidez has to do something outside the box.
Is he going to get ducked again? Is he even going to get to fight for the light heavyweight
title?
title?
In order for him to get love, he's going to have to do something outside the box. He can't just be a typical boxer that wins championships, because people are just finding ways to overlook him and the greatness that he possesses. You go and do something at heavyweight, and then you move back down, and then now people are going to follow you wherever you go, So
it just sucks that we got to talk about, well, will he move up and fight Zurdo at cruiserweight? Will he go to heavyweight? And it's like, can he get the title shot in the division?
Right.
Are we going to do this again?
Right. Kind of is what it is. Let's move on, man. Let's get to Vergil Ortiz real quick and Erickson Lubin. I do have some knocks on this thing, and I'm sorry, Mr. Ortiz, but it kind of is what it is.
Before we knock Ortiz, I'm gonna knock Lubin.
Yeah, I'm knocking Lubin, and that's gonna knock Ortiz.
I need you to get your intro together. My man came out with the Mexican entourage.
Look good,
but then the hammer. He could have picked better music than that.
What did he come out to?
Some Hammer, some MC Hammer.
Oh, he did?
He hammer.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Time.
I know you not.
Look what decade this outfit's from. I think that's a great choice.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm like, it's wartime. I believe him, but I think we all kind of knew like the resistance. Lubin, can you take a shot? And can you last 5 rounds for a war? That's the only thing I expected out of Lubin. And I expected to go like this, but yeah, I think the young guy, he did what he had to do. Sometimes what you call this is like that stepping
stone measuring stick.
Yeah, this is that one.
Yeah.
This ended up being a fill-in match.
A fill-in?
This ended up being a fill-in. We're still trying to work on this Boots and Ortiz, and this wasn't supposed to be a fill-in fight. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be a legitimate.
Ortiz turned it into one.
Let's see what. No. Don't do that.
Lubin's a top 10 guy.
No, don't do that.
He's a tough night out.
No, don't do that.
Damn, you're disrespectful.
Now, I told y'all I was going to knock Ortiz because I got to knock Lubin. Lubin didn't come to the...
He dropped Fundora twice.
I don't give a damn. He wasn't that guy last night.
The day after I got married, he did that.
And you and Carson was there.
He didn't do any of that.
That's disrespectful.
He was nullified. He was shut down.
The younger, tougher, stronger guy, Sean.
This is what impressed me about Ortiz in this fight, Sean. And you tell me as a fighter if you saw the same thing. I saw from Lubin, I knew what I was getting in terms of dangerous, ferocity, relentless. He's got power. He's got aggression. I saw from Lubin, this dude's harder to hit than I thought he was going to be.
Oh,
this
damn.
dude's quicker than I thought he was going to be. This dude's better.
Let me play the fight right now because I didn't see him throw any punches. So let me play the fight right now.
Got shut down.
That's disrespectful, Sean. That's crazy.
My man, no. You got to use the jab.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
You got somebody.
Be athletic.
You got somebody that's so relentless, so aggressive. You already know how he's coming. You need 2 things. You need movement and you need a jab. And guess what? You need 3 things. You need a feint. He didn't come to the ring with a jab. He didn't come to the ring with a feint.
Ortiz didn't do anything to take these things away?
He came with movement, but when you intentionally park on the ropes, that lets me know that you didn't even come with the movement.
You can't. Well, not with a guy like that's like going to ropes with you. Like I see what you're saying. Can't go to ropes with a guy like that.
You can't do that.
Is there not a scenario fighters face where you do all that shit and then you get in there with the guy and he's shutting you down? You can't do none of the shit you worked on.
Me and Paulie, like I hate to do that, but me and Paulie maybe.
Every time.
I'm trying to say,
charge him $35 a slice in Bensonhurst for a pizza.
That's crazy.
Paulie's my guy. But listen, Paulie had what we thought were the attributes to offset my attributes.
Okay. Oh, you was nervous?
85 years old.
Oh, you was nervous?
How do you get I was nervous through all of that? How do you even get I was nervous through any of that? But I came in and I blitzed Paulie. But what I'm saying is that Paulie was the guy that was supposed to have that combination that would throw off the things that I'm capable of doing. And I just felt like, again, I felt like, at the end of the fight, shout out to all those guys, Sergio Mora, all those guys, but they were saying this was an impressive victory. I wasn't impressed because I had 2 minutes. I had 2 rounds of somebody waiting on the big punches to come. And then, there was impressive power there with the punch that he landed. That was a great punch.
What about the velocity? His hand speed's underrated. People see him fight like this, and they don't think speed. And there was a few times his reactions caught Lubin off guard. Boom, and then countered with the jab. You sleep, Yeah.
I just felt like, listen, let's keep it 100. And again, I feel like I'm knocking Ortiz in this, but let's keep it 100. At this point, you have to be creative, right? At this point, you have to be able to do a lot of different things. The fight that he had with the European kid, Madrimov, beautiful performance. This was not Ortiz's fault by any stretch of the imagination. I just thought, like, damn, like, okay, well, we got to get on to the next. This ended up being a fill-in match. This ended up, being, that kind of a waste of time, I guess, for the sake of words.
You think he took anything from the Madrimov fight? Because he looked a little sharper across the board.
He did.
A little harder to hit.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. He did. He did. He looked more of a complete, compact, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I need to do. And that's what I saw. I saw one guy who had a game plan. The other guy didn't have a game plan. And then this guy just said, okay, I'm going to just take advantage.
Run you over.
And it's done, So.
How about how mean he is in that ring, though?
He is mean.
He doesn't got one of the best.
Dude, man.
He is mean.
Yeah,
like your boy Terrence.
Yeah.
Mean.
He smoked him, Sean.
Yeah.
Last time Lubin been smoked like that was Charlo.
I don't think he got. Can I say he didn't get smoked? Can I say he didn't get smoked? Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. This is America.
Yeah.
Okay, it would be different if Erickson Lubin was fighting him off.
Oh my God.
And he's getting clocked. Then you can say he got smoked. Lubin stood there and let it happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you smoke?
I'm sorry, Ortiz. I want to give you all the love, but your opponent helped you.
He went up there. I think
At this level, we're not supposed to get help. At this level. I don't even know if I'm talking to the right camera. We're not supposed to get help at this level.
you can't. That's disrespect to the Lubin. Lubin's
You're
a
supposed
warrior.
to have
I
to
cannot say Lubin went out there and fell on the sword.
Sean's saying Lubin didn't execute.
I mean, you was up in there with a young, strong, more athletic lion than you expected.
Isn't that that was the difficult, was what he just said. His athleticism's underrated. You think he's straight up and down.
Mexican,
Yeah.
I'm black, I'm more athletic.
But
no,
you're not, actually.
You're not.
Yeah.
I'm just be real. You're not. And
Now, Boots, in all likelihood, is.
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I could see Boots getting clocked too.
Me too. But I think I still got to favor Boots.
I could see Boots getting
I got it
Yeah.
50-50.
I got 55 for Boots. 50,
I give it 50-50 just because I'm looking at the last few opponents that they're facing.
dog.
I feel like they're not.
I hear you.
They're not preparing Lubin.
Is he going to catch and shoot Boots?
You mean Boots?
They're not preparing Boots for this moment the way they're preparing Vergil for this moment. Lubin is just like,
damn.
I'm the one. I'm the next up. I'm supposed to be the one that's given this in the sport of boxing. You got to go take it in boxing.
Yeah.
This is still, as much as you motherfuckers want to go through the other side, this is still Shawn Zittel. This is old school. You got to go earn it in the sport of boxing. You can't just be given nothing.
That's right.
So he has a dog to go through, and that boy is getting better.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if I'm seeing Boots getting better.
Right.
No disrespect.
Well, we talked about that earlier. Make sure you guys watch the whole show. At the end of the show, we have an interview with Moses Itauma. I made that reference. I said because Moses hasn't gone past 6 rounds, and I told him, it's. I personally think where you grow the most is on fight night, is game time, not in the gym, not in training. You go to camps with world class fighters, you grow there. But I think where you truly have your where you really go from here to here is on fight night. Training just takes you here, but fight night is going to take you so much further because everything that you need in the next fight, you get that in the previous fight, and that's what Ortiz and the Golden Boy camp has been doing. Not by their fault, but the Boots camp, Eddie Hearn, they just haven't been able to produce that for him. So
this type, I think this fight can be better
than Crawford and Canelo.
Spence Porter.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is a great. I think it is going to be a great fight.
Yeah, that's why I think we're gonna.
I just don't know if they're actually.
That's a hell of a fight, though.
What the fuck we gonna get the fight though, man? That's
a hell of a fight,
somebody
though.
Like beginning of the year, I said, man, hopefully by 2027.
Sean, what do you think of Ortiz on the catch and shoot against Boots, who does get loosey-goosey sometimes?
It's a lot of speed coming at him.
Both ways.
It's both ways, but I think it's the speed, the way that Boots uses his speed is different from the way that Ortiz. I think Ortiz has the call on his speed. You know what I mean by that?
No.
So what I mean by call on his speed, like you have guys who are just fluidly boom, 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 boom. And then you got other guys like Ortiz, fights with a lot of power, but now I got to pull back on his power and set you up with the speed. You know, like he has to be intentional and be selective with what he chooses to punch with. And on the other side, Boots is like water, man. He goes from the speed to the power. He goes from the left to the right. The leverage. He goes, he switch hits, you know.
Athletic.
Yeah.
Just defense. He does it with no defense.
But Ortiz, this is why this fight is great now. Don't forget, I'm the guy saying that guys are in their prime 30, 31, 32, 33. So statistically, from that standpoint, that fight would actually be better in another 2 years. From that standpoint.
But you can't trust boxing to actually do that and make a fight. Yeah,
but what you get now is you don't get Porter Spence now. You get Porter Thurman now.
And I'll take that too.
Yeah.
And I'll take
that was even better.
Yeah.
In terms of just pure action.
Because they were both young and dumb. Like, fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. The kid is still going to be relentless. I think he's going to respect Boots Ennis, but he's still going to be him. Yeah. He's still dumb enough, stupid enough, young enough, immature enough to be him and not know no better.
And they both are.
And then Boots, is just hard-headed, Philly.
My shit work. My shit work.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's going to be a great fight.
Man, that's what I love about boxing.
I think we're going to get it this year, 26.
No.
Yeah, 20. He meant 20.
By May?
We should get it in December, huh?
Why you trying to get the cosign?
I don't.
It just had enough time to promote it. That's all.
I'll be the center.
No, I said no in December.
Oh, yeah.
It just ain't enough time to promote it. But one guy went.
That's
one.
They
put one guy went.
You can't do that. That's crazy, bro.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
Come on, Zittel.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Hurt our feelings, man. Be the what is it? The dude for Christmas?
The bearer of bad news.
The Scrooge.
Yeah, be the Scrooge. Be the Grinch.
Come on.
I got it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, here's the thing. I think there was some PR spin from Team Ortiz on Fight Week. They threw a little bit of cold water on the fight. They did a little bit of, well, wait a minute. We already tried to fight you, and you turned it down.
Do that shit.
So we have that in our pocket. Like we could go bar for bar,
right?
But, and be like, well, technically we have one in our pocket that allows us to walk away from the table and go, well, we did try to make it first. And I think what's going on though is Eddie has long-term plans for Gervonta Ennis in the United States. I think Eddie is like, this is my own shit. I'm trying to keep this away from Turkey. I got big plans for him, that necessarily aren't tied up with Turkey. And the problem is Team Ortiz is going to go, yeah, but Turkey offered this number originally, and you turned it down. So now if you're trying to just do the fight in the United States, just Golden Boy match him, and I love the idea of that, hey, let's eat what we kill. Let's see what we could bring to the box office, and Ortiz, you make this, and Boots, you make this. But Team Ortiz, I would imagine, won't go for that. They'll go, no, the number was way up here when you turned it down. Now it's down here, and we're turning it down. We might go do this Fundora fight. We need that full WBC strap anyways. And Oscar and Al are maybe doing Ryan and Barrios. We got some business cooking there anyways. We already offered you the fight. I won't be surprised if Team Ortiz does that.
Well, they'd pull some bullshit like this. Ortiz, Charlo, Texas.
Or Ortiz Spence in Texas. I don't like that. Look, Jermell, undisputed, Errol grabbed 3 belts, but right now, they are afterthoughts.
Right now.
They need to get themselves right before to make me want to see them fight Vergil Ortiz.
100% respect to both those guys.
Yeah.
They just, right now, who are you right now?
That's not it right now.
I don't think Jermell Charlo is a 154-pound fighter anymore. They mentioned on the telecast that Erickson Lubin has been 154 pounds for 11 years. When you're holding that weight for that long, and you're somebody like Jermell Charlo who's been out of the game, you got to come back. Not only do you got to get in shape, you got to mentally get in shape, get ready to fight again, and try to pull weight off. Don't do that,
Nobody's
bro.
asking for that. Nobody's asking for Vergil against Spence and Charlo.
Go to 160, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Go to 160 and live your life at 160.
Go fight Adames.
Yeah. There's big fights out there for both the Charlo brothers.
Yeah.
Don't try to drain yourself to prove points and reclaim the glory that you once had. Move on and be who you are now. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would tell them. Hopefully they see that, hear that. That's what I would tell both of them guys. One of them move up to 168. If you're not comfortable at 160, he's been saying he's been at 160 for a little while. Now, of course, we do understand that you become a man. You just are where you are. If they're both 160 pounders now, perfect. But I can't imagine Jermell Charlo is a 154 pound fighter anymore.
Yeah,
he's gonna really stress himself trying to get down there. And like I said before, everything that he's had to come through just to get back to training, to get back in the ring, that's too much stress on the body.
What are you guys saying? You saying that's next for him?
I thought about you last night.
Okay.
Because I seen a clip of Boots talking to Jermell, and I love the conversation. I love how Jermell was representing himself. I loved it. But I was like, bruh, 160, and then I thought about you. I was like, Boots, go ahead. I'm going up there to 160.
Yeah, this is all. You're a 4th division fighter.
Yeah.
Every fighter's a 4th division fighter, at least 3.
Yeah. I think at least 3.
Yeah.
Because you do have to understand, this is the thing that you're not considering when you talk about Terrence moving up. You got to also consider that it took him 2 years to do that.
Yeah.
Right? 2 years to do that.
And Canelo was the guy who moved up himself.
And he was intentionally putting on power, putting on muscle and stuff like that. So you do got to take that into consideration.
So you saying next? The fight's next?
I want the fight to be next. I think that it's going to be next.
Sean said at least 1-2 fights.
Yeah, the way Eddie talking, you know.
If I had it my choice, go ahead and do it next. And in a perfect world, Boots would take a belt off Bakram and Vergil would fight Fundora and beat him, and then they could.
Hell of a fight.
But the truth is, if you got any chance to make a fight, you gotta strike. You gotta do it now because you can't trust boxing to. Yeah, we'll do it in 12 months.
And
I'll give you the video game back. I promise.
Yeah.
And then you get the belt systems come out of nowhere. You have to defend versus your number 1 contender. Like, what the fuck? You're fucking up boxing right now. So that's what I hate, too, when that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's always out of nowhere.
It's like,
for me, I've been there before, so I know that it's like not out of nowhere, but for the public, it's like we're looking at these names, and these are the guys that we want to see get in the ring, but the sanctioning bodies always have their plans outside of what's best for the network, what's best for boxing, what's best for the money. You know, it's always what's best for my sanctioning body.
It's a WBA super champion?
Who's that? Barral. Xander's going to beat him.
Okay.
No disrespect to Barral. He upset Yoenis Tellez. Xander's
definitely disrespect him.
I kind of did, right? But Xander's beating him.
Yeah.
Xander's feet are going to be too much.
Well, you got this. My man right here's the mandatory.
Don't forget about our membership. I tell you guys all the time. Today is Sunday. We're doing this show right now. You can actually come hang out with us on the show. We can talk to you live, spit your questions and stuff like that. You just got to sign up for our membership. You can actually do that now on the Apple phone as well. So you just scroll right down right there. You got an iPhone, you got an Android, don't matter. Scroll right there. You'll see join. Join is $9.99 a month. Nice and simple and easy. Also, loving this, what we got now, we have a link for you guys to click on. Submit a 1-minute video question that you can have for Antt, for Zittel, for myself, for the whole crew. Anything about boxing related, anything.
Life related.
Yeah, life related, anything y'all want.
Ask Antt the life question.
The PorterWay Podcast. Y'all can submit a question. We're gonna make sure that link is in the description and it's right there for you guys. I'm looking forward to that feature that we're bringing to the PorterWay Podcast. I'm looking forward to showing other fans who you guys are, who the fans are, and you know how y'all represent and show love to the PorterWay Podcast.
Does Vergil beat Fundora?
That's a tough fight.
I came away last night feeling like, yeah, he does.
He beats.
I went from more 50-50 to Vergil beats him.
Yeah.
60-40? 70-30?
More like, I got Vergil.
That's a heat
I got a lot of respect for Fundora. But
that's a heat that Fundora hasn't had to deal with, right?
I just look at Vergil's defense tightened up a little bit. And the way he was countering so quick and remember, Zoo, even right before he stopped Zoo, busted his nose up and hit him with some bombs. Hit him at will before he got cut in the first fight. Mendoza stopped him. Styles make fights, but compare what Fundora did with Lubin to what Ortiz just did with Lubin last night. Fundora, like Ortiz, has gotten better.
Yeah.
Lubin helped.
Fundora fought a better Lubin. He did, but
he fought a better Lubin.
Lubin only 30?
He's a shop boy.
I know. I just wanted to hit Sean with it. Yeah. I know. We know.
Naeem hit me yesterday. Who's gonna win? I said my heart wants Lubin to win. He says, but what's really gonna happen? I said Lubin gonna catch Ortiz with something early and get his attention, and then I said, but Ortiz is gonna put it on him, and eventually it's just gonna go 12 rounds of him getting rolled.
I didn't think he was gonna make it 12.
I thought he was gonna get rolled through 12.
I thought he was 6 to 8.
Yeah, me too.
Because I thought a warrior was coming to the ring.
Oh, he did. His name was Vergil Ortiz Jr.
Not trying to disrespect, but
you said all that. He helped him lose. I thought a Warriors. What are you talking about,
Sean? But I heard even when he was prospected the year that Lubin's Achilles heel was always his chin, and I want to give him a lot of respect because he's one of those thoroughbreds. Won every title in the amateurs. That's a fighter who truly always believed 100% in his heart, I will be a world champion. No doubt in his mind. And look, man, he didn't get, Denis Berinchyk in his first title. He got Charlo, Ortiz, and Fundora, 3 killers at his 3 bites of the apple.
Damn.
You can't help.
And,
you can't,
and they let it ride Ramos.
Yeah.
Ramos.
Yeah.
They tried to. Yeah.
You said it right the first time.
Oh, okay.
You said
Close.
Ramos.
Fucked it up the second time?
You got it right the first time. Yeah.
I want to give respect to Lubin, man. He's a good fight. Look, there's tens of thousands of pros. There's only a very few that get to get that belt, man. And a lot of guys can really fight their ass off. They just don't get to ever hold the title.
So then I'm sorry.
Obakar.
Let's say our piece. I'll say my piece. You're right.
Remember Obakar?
Yeah, of course. It wasn't necessarily that Lubin didn't come in prepared. It wasn't necessarily that Lubin. It was a little bit of a shock factor that you don't expect at this point in his career. He had the shock factor. Congratulations to Ortiz, and nice little fill-in fight for him. And then,
hey, I ain't saying I have the strongest chin in the world, but people in Florida ain't got the strongest chins.
Yeah, bro. Tarver had a good one though.
Hey, real quick before we get out of here.
No.
Before we get out of here.
What about Andre Berto?
We got to touch
What
on.
about?
We got to touch on. So Azim is getting in the ring with Kurt Scoby.
Jake Lacey.
Scoby. That's a big fight. It's a big fight for them over there.
Yeah.
Scoby's trying to bring a belt back over here. I saw Azim up close and personal. The kid he's got the goods. This fight could be a little too soon for him because again, we're looking at a Scoby who's very aggressive, very powerful, believes in himself, and is athletic. Adam is going to be relying on speed, agility, quickness, and we'll see. I'm rooting for the American. Room for the black kid, room for Scoby, kind of is what it is.
What belt? What are they fighting for? I got to do my tape studies.
I got you for
question.
the.
That could be a
I
full
want to say
title,
WBC,
right?
but I could be wrong. I don't think it's a full title.
No, so it's got to be one of those titles to get you in the top 10, 15 rankings. USBA
title eliminators.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then
What do you think of Tiger? Cleveland stand up.
Hey, yo.
Pro box.
I'm so glad. Hey.
Pro box.
Hey.
He did his thing.
Did his thing. He showed up the way we've been wanting him to show up, for the last 2 years.
Yeah, you've been on him about a performance.
My man showed up.
Yeah, Sean been on him about a performance like this, and he have a business.
Let's get him. We'll get him on here next week.
Yeah.
What's he got to? Because it's been inconsistency. He's looked like this before. This isn't the first time he's looked like this. It's just the next time he doesn't look like that.
I think now for Mr. Delante Johnson, Tiger, you're improving. You changed your team just a little bit. Stick with what you're doing. Keep working on everything. But more importantly, I think for Tiger than anything, mentally, keep telling yourself that you are the guy. Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that the guy that you were the other night, you're that guy every time you go out. I think that's the thing for him. I think the inconsistencies are mentally. He just isn't checked in. He's checked in to being this, or he's checked in to maybe being that. Now, check in to who you are. You know what I mean? What I saw the other day, what was that? Was that a Wednesday night?
Thursday
night. It was Thursday night. That was great. That was great. I forgot about that fight.
No, he looked good. He looked good. But again, that's not the first time he's looked good. Yeah. It's always the next time after he looks good.
Stick with what you're doing, big dog. Keep believing in yourself and keep telling yourself that you that guy.
Yeah.
You know. Yep. And then we got Chris Eubank Jr. getting in the ring with
Conor Benn
again. This is a big one, man.
Was this weekend?
We saw the first one went. The question that was proposed to me is this one going to go any different? Antt, what says you?
I don't know. It took a lot from my man. Chris Eubanks won, but he took a lot to get to the bell, man. That's hard, man.
It was funny because it got to a point where he was boxing. It was working out for him. But it's still a lot.
Oh, a lot.
When
It's
people ask me about
everything
coming
you
back,
got.
it's a lot.
That's what I felt, Sean. It took everything. Like, it was one of them where you just got...
damn near died to win that
Yeah,
fight.
it's like...
Damn, was it that bad?
Yeah, it was bad. It was
man.
bad.
He went
Sean.
to the well.
So I don't
went
know
to
if he
the
got
well.
anything left. Like, where are you getting the well water from?
I thought it got to a point where he was like just...
Oh, it was bad.
He had broke down Conor. And,
Nah, he was...
Between the weight
like
cut.
stabilized Conor. Like Conor just couldn't make his way in.
But between the weight cut.
Yeah.
and-
That weight
What
cut
weight
was
is this now?
crazy.
Did we go up?
I think it's the same.
Oh, fuck. Come on. Chris,
pound.
man, you got to do better business.
Give him a pound.
Give him a pound, right.
There's no way this is at the same...
He said you gotta do better.
They said no, same weight, and we're gonna fine you for how you made
There's
that.
no
weight.
way.
Yeah.
they
fined
how
him.
you made it.
Yeah, because he showed the sweatsuit.
I know.
They're like, you unhealthily made weight, and we're gonna fine you and also take money for your rematch at the same weight.
There's no way. There's no way to set the
We're
same.
gonna definitely sanction you, but somehow rationalize fining you
Yeah.
for making the weight that we're gonna make money off of.
Wow.
When you fight. Yeah, that's some
Wow.
shit.
They gonna fight this at 147.
No. The fight was at
154.
I thought the fight was at 160.
Yeah,
The fight was at 160.
yeah, or it might have been
Yeah, the fight was at
57 catch
160.
weight. But,
Hold on.
Might have been catch weight. Now we all over
It was
here
150.
messy, yo.
160, right?
All right, yeah.
Yeah, 160. Ben came in at
Damn, he doing all that to make.
Yeah, damn. I thought it was 147. All right, yeah. He gonna lose.
It'll be better this
He
time
gonna
around,
lose.
right?
I got Chris.
It'll be better this time around, right?
I got
For
Conor
who?
Ben.
For-
You turn your body on. You turn your system on.
That's
You
the whole
having to cut
question.
it.
That-
John, did you see how hard it took him to get to the...
you should have seen his
My
face.
man looked like he was in an igloo, like the way he was like dressed up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I think that's probably Antt nailed it. Like
Please
that's,
break it down so we can leave. We got.
The breakdown, I just felt like he gave everything he had in the last fight. To me, that was a retirement fight. That was one you went out on, did what you had to do in boxing. You guys been talking ish forever, finally got the fight. It's a stretch running it back to me, really. I'm going with the younger kid.
So you think
Yeah.
Conor Benn closes the distance
Then they gonna fucking do it.
and lands that big shot?
Yeah, he might clip him. How did that?
If he doesn't land the big shot, does he win?
No. Ben?
Ben.
No, he has to land a series of big shots.
gotta
He did
land
land a
a
big shot last time.
Yeah, it was, I think,
And-
six
But he only
round.
landed one.
Yeah.
He had him wobble.
Maybe 2 or 3 through the whole fight, you know. I'm talking about big shots. I know he landed punches, but I'm talking
I
about...
think my co-host here summed it up the best. This fight's going to come down to can Eubank even go back to that well anymore? Because he was fighting on fumes for like 7 rounds in that fight. He was exhausted and had like he hardly had any snap, and he just dogged it out.
He did. He dogged it out.
Can you do that shit again?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was
But
bad.
Ben was so limited at the distance.
Yeah.
That's what
He
I'm
didn't know how to
saying.
cut the
Like,
distance.
So it's still a 50-50 fight.
All we said, at the end of the day, Conor Ben didn't do nothing to step on that.
Yeah,
It's still a 50-50 fight.
basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
The ultimate bid off.
I'm going to say Conor Benn doesn't figure out a way to close the distance, and eventually the clock is ticking, and it ticks out again. I hoped he would land a big shot the first fight. Maybe the second fight he's more settled down. He should be more settled down in the second fight. But then again, because the first one went the way that it went, your blood might still be boiling. You know, the dude is a hot guy. That dude is
Yeah.
boiling. You know what I mean? So, I think Conor Benn doesn't land the big punches that he needs to land. And
He's got to cut distance, hasn't he? He's got, isn't it? It's what it is, Antt. What it is between these two.
Yeah.
Great fighters, both fathers.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, mate. He's Conor Benn. He believes it's his destiny, mate. He has to atone for what his father couldn't. He has to do it, mate. He has to do the job. Has to do the job. Has to use his tactics. There's levels in there, yeah. Eubank has the levels. He's got the distance and the experience. Does Ben have something extra this time around, Shawn Porter?
I don't think he does.
Still 50.
We might have a trilogy.
But it's still a 50-50
Yeah, we
fight.
got-
Yeah.
yeah.
Still a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
And we possibly could even get the trilogy. Win, lose, or draw.
Oh, boy.
Which is crazy. Over there. They love it. So
Watch I piss Sean Zittel off. And then in 2 weeks, the biggest card ever in the sport of boxing,
Ever. For the 5th time in the last 12 months, it's been one-upped again.
Dave Benavidez, Devin Haney, Brian Norman.
you said for the 12th time.
Well, because every card they do
They
in
say
Riyadh is
this
the biggest card of all
So,
time.
Zittel was on it.
Except this one is actually, they've all been pretty
impressive,
good. This one's really good too, though.
Sean's like, if it was anybody else.
No, this is really good.
Okay, I like it.
This is
Okay.
his best card in terms of American talent.
Yeah.
He's got Bam, he's got Haney and Norman, he's got Benavidez, he's got Abdullah.
Mason, yeah.
Like, this is his best American
All
card.
those guys gone, they already over there?
No, Haney is, I think,
Okay.
and Benavidez has been hanging out in Dubai, so he's in the area.
Okay.
Haney's there.
I was just saying if Sean can catch somebody for, like, maybe Mason or Bam next week.
Oh, okay.
Hit up
But if
Abdullah.
they already there,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know time frames, stuff like that.
We'll see. We've been trying to roll it out for you guys. Thanks for always cooling out with us, kicking it with us. Make sure y'all click on that link, send us some videos. We might choose, we haven't decided yet, maybe 2 or 3 per week, depending on how you guys are sending them in and you know what that content looks like. We'll see what we can do. But like I said, man, I really want to expose the fans that have been around for so long. We've been on bigger and better is what I've been saying every year. And somehow, some way, we've been able to manage that and just do a little bit better. This is the next step for us. Before I do the motivational message, anything else? Don't credit me, but Tank and Jake is off. I know a lot of people, you know, I said that this fight wasn't going to happen. I said that it didn't make sense. And
Yeah, you did say
people somehow, some way want to say, oh, you know, Sean said. So I wouldn't say all that, you know.
He probably be over there snitching, calling the cops. However I can get the fight off.
Calling the cops.
I'm so heartbroken that we don't get to see such a tremendous matchup.
Hey, who's he fighting now?
Who, Gervonta?
Yeah, no,
Jake?
Paul. Yeah.
Certainly not someone in their prime with a pulse.
But the crazy part is he's asking who.
Rest assured that.
He's asking who Jake's gonna fight. He's not asking who Gervonta.
I did that.
No,
I did that to piss him. I did that to
rest
piss him
assured,
off.
nobody.
Everything I do to piss him off.
Nobody in their prime with a pulse in the top 10. Don't worry your head about that.
Hopefully we get Tank back in boxing.
Why didn't he fight Zerto? They had a stare down. Jake says he's going to be world champions. I'm sure Zerto's open.
He called out Terrence Crawford.
He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that.
He called out Terrence Crawford.
He don't want to do that.
That'd be funny if Oscar's like, no to Ryan. I'll give you Zerto.
I saw
You want to fight my cruiserweight champion?
the kid from New York.
Berlanga.
Berlanga. I saw Berlanga
Come on,
on
Jake.
the list.
Yeah.
I saw Berlanga on the list. We'll see.
Badu Jack.
We'll see. We know that Jake ain't done. We don't know what's going on. What's going to happen with Tank? Man, I'm praying for that kid.
Yeah, just
I'm praying for that kid, man.
that's crazy.
Hey, yo, this might be good for a good motivational message too for as we end this thing. Great friend of mine gave me this, and I'm gonna bring it to the PorterWay Podcast. Hopefully, I do it justice. Visualize the best version of yourself. Is that version proud of who you are now? If that version isn't proud of who you are now, what do you need to do to change to become the best version of yourself? As you're becoming the best version of yourself, visualize your best version of yourself in front of you. Everything that you do, you're going to the gym, you're going to school, you're going to work, you're cooking at home, you're taking care of your kids. Are you doing it the way your best version of yourself would do it? This is how this is supposed to work. As you live, right? Your best version of yourself is way up here. Where you are, you're right here, right now. But as you live and as you visualize this best version of yourself, and you see this best version of yourself next to you doing things, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to improve what you're doing and eventually catch up to the best version of yourself and become the best version of who you can be. This is the PorterWay.
Stay blessed.
All right, welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Now we have, for the very first time, certainly, hopefully, most definitely not the last, Moses Itauma, doing big things at only 20 years old, big dog. Like, just start there. Like, let's just start with how you're 20 years old and where you are in boxing right now. How you feeling?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for interviewing me. Obviously, a legend like you in the sport. It's like I don't, especially like you guys being from America, I don't really get to see you lot every day. As obviously in the UK, obviously, I see a lot of faces every week. With this question, it's like I've never used like my age as like something to be something impressive, if that makes sense. It's like if I'm able to do something, I should be able to do it no matter my age. So I guess like my success is due to my hard work, not due to my age.
But that's why it's impressive, though. It's impressive because you don't see a 20-year-old anything. For me, I know Zittel over here, he knows a whole lot more. But for me, LeBron James, coming from the Akron area where I'm from, at his age, it was, is he going to make it or is he not going to make it, you know? And he had a whole group of people, like basically like helping him every step of the way. You don't get that in boxing. You know, in boxing, you have to grow up very quickly. And so for me, to see you grow up as quickly as you have, it's impressive to me. I understand entirely. You're speaking to your skill and to, you know, your mental fortitude and things of that nature. But man, I just really have to salute, because definitely over here, it ain't too many 20-year-olds that, you know, can keep it together and do it the way you've been able to do it. So
I'm definitely trying to keep it together. I feel like I'm good job disguising it. The thing is though, like I feel like, I think Sean, you can probably agree with me that like there's obviously boxing, there's heavyweight boxing, and like I feel like as heavyweight boxing, like it's probably not up there with not like with the skill level, if that makes sense. It's just the fact that it's like one punch can kind of like turn your lights off. So the difference is the difference is with me is the fact that I wasn't like a football player that turned boxer. I wasn't I wasn't a basketball player turned boxer. I wasn't a bricklayer turned boxer. I've always been a boxer. So I feel like that's kind of I think that kind of
that's your secret sauce.
It has to.
You know what I mean?
If a guy that started boxing like from like a young age, because of obviously weight making and whatnot, it starts their growth. They don't become big. But like with me, like I've just always been a big kid. So I was just like I never really looked at like being a heavyweight and being skillful, like as in, to get what I mean, anything too crazy. Because obviously when I started boxing, I was at 52 kilos. So I don't even know what weight that was.
That's exactly. Like 160 pounds, I think.
Exactly. I don't know what weight class that was. And obviously as I progressed through the ranks, like when I went to the first schoolboy Europeans, I was 13 and I boxed under 80 kilos. So I wasn't heavyweight then.
Right.
But like I was still a big kid. And it's like when I learned how to box, it was when I was little. Mm-hmm. So I got the skills of the little guys, but just obviously transitioning into the heavyweights.
Yeah, one more from me, Zittel, but I knew that we over here we call it fluidity. You know, your ability as a big man to move and be very, very agile, be fast and quick and things of that nature. I think that's why a lot of people, and I want you to comment on this, a lot of people think that, including me, another year or so, and someone such as Alexander Usyk could very well be in trouble because he came up from a lower weight, the middleweight division, learning how to box, learning how to move, being able to really utilize that southpaw style to an advantage that no heavyweight can. And now it's really not matched unless it's you know? So.
Obviously I appreciate them kind words. Like, listen, obviously you can't really compare me to obviously Alexander Usyk because the man's an Olympic gold medalist, like 2-time unified champion of the world. Like I haven't done none of that. So, but it's just the fact that like I know that I've never faced anyone like Usyk, but I know also Usyk hasn't faced anyone like me. So that's why it just makes it so intriguing. We're just if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But like, listen, I'm I'm on my own journey, so I feel like obviously there's a big stress factor within my team that they want to see me do the rounds. Like I haven't gone past 6 rounds, and I'm already ranked number 1 with like the WBO. I believe the WBA as well, ranked number 3 with WBC, and I ain't even gone past 6 rounds. So I think my team is definitely stressing out. Like I need to get a fighter that's gonna give me a couple rounds just to kind of prove my mettle, and I want to prove that to myself as well.
Of course.
Moses, I kind of hate we got to get right into the state of heavyweights right now and everything because we're still getting to know you overseas, and I know your parents immigrated to England. I think what was it? Your father from Nigeria and your mom from Slovakia, right? And
so my father's a proud Nigerian. My mother's Slovak. I believe they met in the UK, but I was born in Slovakia and I lived there until I believe it was 2008, and then I moved to Kent, which is just next to London. I moved to Kent, and then I guess the kind of boxing gym brought me into boxing, and then now I'm just here making moves.
How old were you when you got pulled into the gym?
So I believe I was it must have been it was at 9 years old I started, but then I stopped for a little while because I was getting beat up in sparring. I was 9 years old and I was sparring like the older boys, and they used to cut me up, bruise me up. I used to have nosebleeds and XYZ. I used to vomit every session. And for a 9-year-old, that's just too much. So I was just maybe boxing's not for me. So I started playing football, and then I just got really bored of playing football. So I just went back to boxing. Obviously, European football, you guys call it something else.
Soccer. We call it soccer. Don't act like you don't know.
Should be illegal. I know you don't call it soccer. I just didn't want to say it.
I know. I said, don't act like you don't know. Go ahead, Zittel.
But there is so much talk about you and Usyk, and you mentioned your team obviously wants to get you some rounds. You haven't been past 6 rounds, but what do you think of it, Moses? Do you feel like you could beat Usyk right now if he's put in front of you, or do you feel like you have to be realistic and fight a top 10 guy, Dubois, Joshua, Caballel, Parker? Do you feel like you need that experience, or you could do the job right now?
The reason why I say me and Usyk would be a good fight, because obviously I do believe that I will be able to beat him, and I remember Floyd Mayweather saying, he said if you don't feel like you're the best, then you're in the wrong sport. And that's just, I feel like I have to take a lot away from that, because it's hard going into a fight not backing yourself. So I'd always back myself. And with Usyk, the fact is, it's obviously I do believe I'd come out that fight victorious, but it's I'll always have multiple chances at it, but I'll never have a chance at Usyk, if that makes sense. So that's the reason why that's why I want to get that fight done. But obviously, if it don't happen, I understand, there is obviously a lot of fighters in the waiting line, like Caballel and XYZ. But it's just the fact that I know Caballel, Dubois, and all them fighters are going to be around for some time. I don't know how long Usyk's going to be around, so that's the only reason why I'm kind of, getting people to make that.
Usyk ain't got time for you. He ain't got time for you.
I know. I mean, a lot of people have said it.
I'm 38, so I know he's, 37, 38, maybe even close to 39 now. So, the way I look at it, I still believe you have quite a few years to go before you're actually in your prime. And this is another thing that separates you from most heavyweights, most boxers too. Not only are you mature for your age, we always say over here, we say that the heavyweights are the babies in boxing, because even though they're big, they take a little while longer to actually mature. Even the muscular,
like Lennox.
Everything takes longer for you big guys, So it just really seems like, this dude is is kind of a robot, like kind of a machine, like, and he's kind of made to do what he's doing. I'm thoroughly impressed, honestly.
The thing is, though, it's just like the way I see it is if I'm as good as this at 20, imagine what I'm going to be like when I'm 25, 26.
Yeah.
So, but
you,
like,
let me ask you this: how familiar are you with Jaron Boots Ennis?
I know Jaron Ennis. I watched this fight with David and the
Vizien. Yeah. So the thing I feel about Boots is you need people. Refer to it as game time on game night. You need people on game night that can mature you on game night. You mature in training. You mature in training camps, sparring with other great fighters and stuff like that. But to me, the best way to mature and become a better fighter, get closer to prime and things of that nature, is being in fight game mode and having to go through things. And he just really hasn't had an opportunity to do that yet, rearing, I think, 30 years old now, if he isn't. And I think, just kind of a advice to you beyond camp, you need past 6 rounds, past 10 rounds to really season, everything that you got. So
of course. And but the thing is, like, I understand when people say that. It's just the fact that I don't like the comments where it's like, oh, what's his chin like? My heavyweight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Find out what my chin's like. We never want to find out what the heavyweight chin is like. I mean?
Yeah. Like, I was in camp with Richard Riakpo, and like I remember we was talking about like people that have good chins, and I was like, boy, how did you get like a chin like Golovkin? And he just cut me off. He's like, bro, it's just best not to find out.
Right.
The thing is that I get so much stick because I don't get hit. Do you get what I mean? It's like I don't want to know what I react when I get hit. Do you get what I mean? But if I'm there, like, I hope I react positively.
That's, you know what though? That's always that just means you're a blue chipper though, Moses, because when a guy's showing you speed and power, counter punching, can lead, got movement. Now all that's left to ask is what happens when he gets hit. That you've arrived at the stage the best prospects arrive at,
But the thing is, though, it's like I've never judged a good fighter on how good his chin was. Matter of fact, I'll judge his level of fighting worse if his chin is constantly getting tested. So I don't think how good of a boxer you are depends on how good of a chin you have, and that's me, and like me. I'm just doing my own thing, innit? Like I spar a lot, and obviously, like, sparring and fighting is 2 different things. And I know in sparring, I've proved it to myself that I can go past 6 rounds. Like in my last fight against Dillian Whyte, I must have sparred like 8-10 rounders because like just my coach Ben Davison, he just wanted to make sure that I'm able to do the rounds, and like I was getting sick and tired of him. So I knew when I went into that ring that I was able to do 10 rounds. And it's just the fact that if it does go 1 round, that I get annoyed because like, I was in training camp for 14 weeks. Like I know you don't get paid for overtime, but at the same time, like I want to show people like what I'm capable of, you know what I mean?
The part of the job. It's a part of the job. Speaking of Ben Davison, can you tell us something that you feel is unique about him that makes him a great coach you're willing to work with him?
So I remember when I left my amateur trainers and I went to search for a new pro trainer, and I remember like I went to visit like five or six different trainers, and what I just kind of tend to notice is like all the other trainers, they kind of taught me how to punch, and I was like, I've been boxing since like for over 9 years. Like I know how to throw a jab, I know how to throw a hook. Like with Ben, his difference was when to throw a punch, like when is necessary. And then like I kept saying, I was like, oh, but like, what do you think about like throwing your jab at this way? And he's like, Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. They all had all different lead hand hooks. They threw it differently, but they all still managed to get. Oh, exactly. Managed to land it or managed to get a knockout. It's not the way you throw it; it's when you throw it. They knew when to throw the punch, and I feel like when Ben said that to me, I was like, okay, like, that's the difference. And like I remember, like when I first walked into the gym, like Ben's got like these glass doors where you can obviously look inside the gym, and he had like my fights up, and he's got like pages and pages of things that I'm doing well, and I'm doing well, and I'm not doing well.
Wow.
It's just like no other trainer that I tried out like done this. So that's what kind of created Ben. And it's just like at first it was very difficult because like what he's trying to explain to me is like when it's new to you, it's like you feel like they're talking a different language. And like I remember my first couple sparring sessions, I was like, is this the right gym for me? I come back to the corner and he's going and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. But obviously then it just starts, it's like driving. The more you do it, the better you get. And it's just like the more I was just in that gym, like it just started to seem normal. And then I was just like, okay, like now it starts to make sense. But the one thing that I must say is like trust comes from past experiences. And with me and Ben Davison, like since I've been with Ben, I've had just one or my fights have ended in the first and second round. So it goes to show that something must be working surely. And it's like I can put a lot of trust in him because of our past experiences or my past fight.
We're keeping you a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I gotta ask this question. I've always felt like timing was something that you were kind of like gifted, not really necessarily taught to you. Do you feel like Ben Davison has helped improve your timing in terms of between throwing the punch and actually landing it? Has he, helped you improve on being able to find that timing?
Now see, that's a difficult one because in my mind, before I met Ben, I thought the same. I thought like timing is just something you're born with, but I feel like now, like since I've been with Ben, it's like he knows, like, okay, set a trap. They take the bait, and then you can counter. And it's easier to time someone when you know they're gonna throw. Whereas like, obviously, if like other trainers, they kind of like they never really taught me that. And it's like when I went to Ben, it's just like I felt like I'm starting boxing all over again. It's like he tells me you need to cut out the sandwich eating. I kept tapping my gloves together. I kept like bouncing on the spot. It was like you need to stop doing that. And I'm like, I've been boxing for all these years and ain't no one told me this. Do you get what I mean? So I was just like, I felt like I just had to start all over again. And and so I wouldn't say he's improved my timing because I guess the timing is something that you get like you're born with, but he's improved my decision making.
I call I'm sorry, one more, like I call it the eyes, boxing eyes. It's like you know when it's there and you kind of like when to go for it. So would you say that's more so what he's improved, like your eyes of knowing when it's going to be there, where it's going to be and stuff like that?
Do you know, it's like, this is going to go a little bit off topic. Like, I remember I got asked a question the other day. I was like, oh, what was my favorite fight that I've ever had? And I said my fight with Dempsey McKean. And I said the reason why that was because it turned everyone into a boxing expert. And and I was like, and even if they didn't get like the whole script, like people knew what I was doing. And like, even though like obviously Ben Davison teaches all of his fighters that it's like I feel like that was his own unique style to anyone else. Like, like in boxing, like if you went to go describe somebody, or how does he fight? He's like, oh, he's Mike Tyson but middleweight, or he's like, they always like to compare it to somebody else. But I feel like the way that knockout happened, like it just felt like a new school knockout, if that makes sense. Like an old school knockout would probably be like bombarding, overflowing, power, just using like physical attributes. But like that was kind of a new school knockout where it's like I kind of set it up and I used the new school era or the new school methods.
Got you. Zittel, one more, man. We gotta let the kid go.
Yeah. Moses, I'm gonna have to throw just one last Usyk one at you, just because I think, and Max Kellerman thinks, and a lot of the fans think, this is the sexiest fight in the heavyweight division, you and Usyk. What do you think about him? I think it was a month or two ago, kind of throwing cold water on the fight, kind of saying in so many words, we're looking at veterans and not really the Itauma fight. And why isn't that fight Mayweather-Canelo, where he's Mayweather and you're Canelo, a little too young and everything? And then lastly, to wrap that all up, just ultimately, do you think that fight will happen, or is it going to be a case of you wait until your turn and you got next? Or do you think before he hangs him up, you two will share the ring?
No, I don't think that fight will happen. The only reason why I say that is because I feel like if Canelo, if Usyk fights me and like I do beat him, it undoes a lot of things that he's done. Like it undoes his achievements, I think, and I'd love to share the ring with him, like just in like a sparring session or anything, just to kind of like match myself up to him. But like, would I say I'm in a rush? I don't think. I'm not saying I'm in a rush, but I'm not saying I'm taking my time. Like, there's gonna get to a point where I've been doing it for so long, it will kind of just get. The nudity would kind of wear off, and as of right now, I still got that kind of nudity. So I just wanna maximize it. You know, like for example, like when you go to the gym and you're motivated, you have a good session. But like when you're not motivated and you have to use your discipline, the session might not be as good as when you're motivated. So as of right now, like I'm kind of rearing up. So I'd want to fight. I'd want to fight all these guys, but I just like it's not down to me. Like I said, if I was to fight Usyk, I think it undoes a lot of his achievements. So I don't think he would take it. But if he was to, it would be a pleasure. I'd love to.
What do you know what's next for you?
I've got a date, January. I was meant to be boxing December, but we couldn't get an opponent, so January time. But no opponents confirmed yet.
Well, good luck, my man. God bless you. Thanks for joining the PorterWay Podcast today. Catch you on the next one, all right?
Thank you.
Thanks,
Moses Itauma, everybody.